Smoke me!
No chemicals or preservatives, just 100% honest to goodness hickory smoked meat.
Let's put another shrimp on the barbie.
Boy, some chicken wings have really hit the spot.
You ain't got no better food like some chicken wings, some baby back ribs, some fries or something?
It's just two guys talking, am I right? We're just talking.
Hey, howdy, hey.
Nailed it.
I screwed that up.
No, you didn't. I think it was great. Listen, people know what we're about, all right?
Authenticity.
Yep.
That's what we're about. We're even so authentic that I meant to zoom this in a little bit.
I thought you meant to hit record. That'd be really funny.
No, I did hit record. You gave me a panic attack there for a minute. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's another wild and crazy night in the pit.
Always wild and crazy. Things are always interesting here in the pit.
It is. What's a good word, Mike?
Dude, I don't know. It's March, so we got that going for us. Yeah. So.
March, spring break is coming up.
Yes, it is.
It's like mini
exciting
summer,
time.
right?
Yeah, it's almost harder to come back from spring break as a teacher because you get a taste of what your life will be like later on, and then it's like, oh, man.
Well, and the high school hasn't been quite as crazy as the elementary school.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure my kids didn't go to school in February.
Yeah, right?
Like, I think we went 5 weeks in a row with at least one day off. And one week, they only went like a day and a half.
Yeah. Last week, Whitney was like, I cannot. Your kids have only went to school for like 2.5 days, and I can't do it.
2.5.
Whatever.
But it's like freaking brutal. And now they're in this like 6-week dirge.
Yeah. This is rough.
Yeah, I remember this like in college when you like had all of these holidays and like Martin Luther King and President's Day, like you get all these days off, and then it's just this like full out gut blitz.
Yeah. It's tough. I've seen a lot of funny like teacher reels where they're like, how about like a vice president's day? Can we do something like that? Secretary of State Day? Give us a couple more days in March.
Well, those of us otherwise gainfully employed, we just work all the time.
Yeah, well.
All the time.
Well, you just don't understand the struggle, all right?
Hey. I like the idea of the struggle.
Yeah.
But yeah, life's good. Winter is on its like third or fourth bout here in Utah.
I keep telling my students, like, I like snow. I love snow in like December, January. By about now, I'm like, all right, we good. Like, we get it. You know, you had your moment to shine. It's time to go away.
Well, and we like got dumped on. It warmed up. Everything melted.
Mm-hmm.
And then Saturday showed up.
Dude.
And it was like kind of sprinkly rainy.
Mm-hmm.
Haley and I were out running errands. Went to Costco. When we came out of Costco, like had a drizzle.
Mm-hmm.
We got in the car, realized we forgot something. And it's Saturday at Costco, so of course we're not parked close. Like we're a ways out in the parking lot. We went into Costco and out of like 5 minutes. Like it was a like record pace. It was impressive. And in those 5 minutes, it had gone from a drizzle to hailing to by the time I was in the car, I was totally soaked. And we started driving down the road to the South Walmart, which is what, 5 miles?
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
There was an 1.5 inches of snow covering the whole road.
Yeah.
By the time we got to Walmart.
Dude, it came on quick and it dumped for a while. It was pretty wild.
Yeah.
We were at a basketball game and went in with everything bare and, you know, a light drizzle or something, and came out to 2 inches of snow on our car. Just like, oh, okay, guess we're doing this. Yeah. So.
And then I got real annoyed because the spring on my garage door broke.
Oh.
So I couldn't get my snowblower out, and I couldn't get my four-wheeler out.
Bummer.
So I had to shovel the driveway
Oh,
like a peasant.
the audacity.
That's what I said.
I'm sorry. I did have an experience this weekend.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Yeah. So my buddy John, we've had him on the podcast before. Not this John, another John.
Potty.
Whitney tells me I know too many Johns in my life.
That's why your daughter calls me John Hayden.
Yep, exactly. You are first and last name. Anyway, he invited us over, our whole family over for a pizza night. And John served his mission in Italy, so everything is authentic, legit. Like, he had made the dough the night before. He spent all summer perfecting this dough recipe, and I'm going to tell you, it was amazing. Like, to me, I thought pizza dough was just pizza dough. This was the best pizza I've ever had. Hands down. I think I just burped in the microphone. Sorry, Whitney. Anyway, so he's got a Gosney pizza oven, and so we just had balls of dough. All the kids made their own. It was very fun, but he had all the legitimate. I mean, he made the pizza sauce himself. We watched him do it, just crushing tomatoes with his hands, throwing in basil leaves and a little bit of salt, and that was it. And then we threw it down, stretched it out, put a little sauce, some real life mozzarella, like the chunky stuff, just sliced up, put it on there. He had a whole charcuterie board worth of delicious meats, prosciutto, and it was awesome. Drizzled a little olive oil, and he cracked an egg on his, which I thought was wild.
Yeah, I saw the egg.
Yeah.
Did you try the egg?
I tried a little bit of it. It was good, but it kind of freaked me out. But apparently that's legit Italian. They do that a lot. So, however, the pizza oven was fascinating. Like, I'll be honest, I sat in this chair and listened to you say that pizza only takes like 90 seconds in a pizza oven. And I thought to myself, John, like, people are listening to this. You can't just start making these facts up. But it was incredible how fast it cooked, and like it's awesome. He just throws it in. There's like a turner, like, paddle that he uses to kind of turn it.
It's called a peel.
A peel.
That's pizza what I meant. Peel.
A pizza peel. Well, he's got the big one, and then he's got a little one that has like a little rotator on it where he just like rotated the pizza around. It was awesome. So, shout out to John. That was a great time. Kids had a great time, and I'll be honest, you about had me convinced, and he is not helping the situation. So,
$150, man.
That isn't bad. I'm not going to lie. So, He did say his brother was there, and he has a pellet one.
Yeah.
And he said it's great, but it's almost not worth it. It just takes too long to come up to temp and stay at temp as you're cooking and stuff.
Yeah, because I've got the pellet one too.
Oh, that's right. You said that.
And that's the hard part, especially when you're cooking for like a whole group of people. Mm-hmm. Like, you can do 4 or 5 little pizzas, okay, but beyond that, it really starts to drop.
Yeah. So you kind of got to wait for it to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest. I was not really in the market until you got one, and then I saw this one in action, and I'm intrigued. I'll be honest. It's pretty cool. So.
I highly support it.
Yeah.
Do I need to send Whitney that link this week?
We keep talking about it. We'll see. Speaking of shout out, sorry, I just jumped right in front of you there.
No, let's do it.
I'm excited for this shout out.
Because while Potty is great, don't get me wrong.
Yep.
He's a little skinny. And it just doesn't seem quite as on brand as a guy whose tag is Fluffy Guy. And his website is fluffyguy.com. None other than Mr. Gabriel Iglesias.
Classic. I've loved him since high school.
Yeah. So I was all sorts of grumpy the other day and sat down and started watching his special on Netflix. this isn't from Netflix, but we just listened to it and laughed our heads off. And we're coming up on St. Paddy's Day, so I feel like it's appropriate. So,
I got kicked out of a bar on St. Patrick's Day. I was performing at the bar. How do I get thrown out, right? You know, I'm having fun. People are giving me free drinks. Here, have another drink. I'm like, woo! I started pissing off the management and the owners of this Irish place that I was at, right? The bartender's like, hey, buddy, relax. Are you okay? Are you having a good time? I was so drunk, I did this. I'm having a great time. People around me, oh my God, are you Irish? I was like, hey! Like, what part of Ireland are you from? Downtown. Are you here by yourself? Oh no, I'm not here by myself. Donkey!
Donkey!
Oh my gosh, that's
I got
funny.
kicked out of a bar on St. Patrick's.
That's too funny. So,
Gabriel Iglesias, people.
had to give him a shout out. But hey, you remember how when we first started this, every week we'd like harass Maverick?
Yes, I do.
I learned something from Mr. Iglesias.
Oh,
He tagged the good folks at Chipotle in one of his. And Chipotle, I mean, granted, he's Gabriel Iglesias.
right. He has a private jet.
But I've heard of several other people like trolling Chipotle online. Mm-hmm. They got a burrito. They sent him a burrito card, and he got free Chipotle for a year.
Oh, dude.
And did you see him? Like,
Yeah.
like
I bet he throws it down.
he can eat. He is an honorary fat guy, even if he doesn't have a smoker.
Yeah. 100%.
So I think we should start hitting up Chipotle.
Okay, let's make it happen.
Do you like Chipotle?
I don't know that I've had it more than a couple of times. It was fine. I'm not way into it, but
I could eat Chipotle day in and day out.
does it attack you? Because I've just seen a lot of funny memes about Chipotle, like
You mean like
people having
like
the
Taco Bell
Yeah.
attack you?
yeah, that kind of thing.
No, it's like it's fresh. It's grilled meats, rice, beans.
All right.
I mean, their salsa is can get spicy.
Yeah.
This is actually I haven't thought about this story in many a year.
Oh, do tell.
So growing up in high school, I lived outside of Chicago, lived in Lake Zurich, Illinois, and in our church congregation, in our ward, there were two different high schools.
Okay.
And at the school I went to, Lake Zurich High, go Bears, there were two of us that were LDS.
Okay.
So I think there were like 3,500 kids at the school, and there were two of us.
Nice.
The other school was it was huge. Like I think they had 6,500 kids at the school.
Good heavens.
Yeah, it was like
Ugh.
it was the size of a junior college.
Woof.
Anyways, there were a bunch of our friends from church that went to that school. Mm-hmm. Anyways, my buddy and I didn't have school one day, and we went up and we broke everybody out of the other high school.
Nice.
And we went to Chipotle. The funny part is my dad's office was around the corner from this other high school, and I was like, hey guys, let's go get my dad. I bet my dad will buy us all lunch.
Nice.
And there were, I don't know, there were like 6 or 7 of us. And we went, and one of the kids that was with us decided he was going to eat the fajita burrito with the hot sauce on it. Dan Embry, great guy, was a swimmer, rail thin, like just not a very tough kid.
Sure.
Great kid, just not very tough. He was the one that decided to eat this burrito.
Nice.
As he ate the burrito, every orifice of his body started to exude heat. He was sweating. He was like tears running down his face. And we were making fun of him like, dude, I have never made fun of anyone before in my life. Like, we were just ripping on him the whole way. And he, like, by golly, he was going to finish that burrito. He finished it.
Nice.
And had to go home early from school that day, if I remember right, because he just like destroyed him. So, anyways, it was a riot. It was a good time, but I hadn't thought about Dan Embry sitting there, sweat pouring on, like just pouring off of his body. So
that's always a good time, especially when it's not you that's sweating all over watching somebody else do it. I've been on both sides of that, and it's definitely more enjoyable to watch, for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've been there before. But, yeah, that was more fun for me than it was for you, probably. But
I appreciate
it was
the
a funny
trip
story.
down memory lane, for sure.
Yeah. So, as long as you stay away from, like, a double dose of their hot salsa, I think you'll be fine.
All right. I usually go with the I like the taste of like the green chilies better than the red ones, and usually that's a little more mild than
their
the
medium salsa is green, and it's
See, I prefer green
and
everything,
and they've got free sour cream. Like, it's good stuff.
Maybe I should hit up Chipotle more. I mean, we've had one for how long's it been here? It's been here for a while.
Yeah, maybe almost a year.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So.
I've only been there a couple times, but
well, there
sweet.
you go. So,
something to shoot for.
Should we talk about something else delicious?
Yeah.
This is kind of like a shout out episode.
I'm excited.
So we've done potty.
We have.
We've done Senor Fluffy.
Fluffy.
We've done Chipotle.
Yeah.
And we'll continue to tag Chipotle
until we get the burrito card.
Until we get a burrito card.
Each, all right? None of this sharing stuff.
I'd share with you.
Well, I know, but I want my own so that we can both go together and get free burritos.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, they could do one as long as we got two. And we could go to lunch together every day.
Oh, for real?
I'm down.
Yeah, heck yeah. Healthier or something.
Hey, it's clean
Their
protein.
burrito bowls are pretty healthy, right? It seems like something healthy people eat.
Oh, anyways.
Sorry.
Chipotle. We're coming for you.
We're watching you.
All right. Something else dropped this week. Went on sale on the Meat Church website, I think on Thursday. I ordered it day of, shipped out, got here yesterday.
I'll be honest, I didn't even know this was happening, but I'm not mad about it.
Well, you're not a dedicated Meat Church.
I am not. I am
follower.
A believer, but I have not been baptized in a Meat Church yet.
I think if this was Malcolm Reed, you would have known about it.
100%, yeah.
So,
yeah, that's true.
But Mr. Pittman did go on to the Late Show, or not the Late Show, the Tonight Show.
Did he really?
With Jimmy Fallon to introduce this.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to have to watch that.
I've got it DVR'd if you want.
Nice.
So this is Blanco. The new rub says it's steak and everything else seasoning. Apply liberally to meat or vegetables. Let it adhere at least 15 minutes before grilling.
Oh, interesting.
I thought I was going to say something witty. I should have read it before I.
No, I mean,
before I went with
it's
it.
calling it like it is. I respect it.
But Mike, you just tasted it tonight. Why don't you maybe describe the profile?
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm going to kind of taste it again while I'm describing said profile. I like it. It's different. It's definitely different. So when I first saw this, I'm thinking salt and pepper garlic, like Malcolm Reed's AP rub, which I love and put on a lot of stuff. But it kind of gives me more. Yeah, get a little dab on there. I mean, I'm kind of thinking. I don't know. I hesitate to say what I'm thinking because I don't want to downplay what this is because I think it's delicious. But I'm thinking kind of onion soup style stuff. I get a little bit of onion in there. You mentioned there's some mushroom
Yeah.
flavors in there. I'm digging it. I think it would be really good on a steak, and I'm thinking it would be pretty good on chicken. I think it has kind of more. The peppery stuff is reminding me more of like a Mexican flavor profile.
Yeah, the garlic onion, the salt, pepper, garlic is very strong.
Yeah.
The onion flavor is definitely
Obviously the star.
there. And then it says it's got.
Did you find the witty thing?
No, I just realized. I swear I've looked at this 10 times, and every time I've read this as mushroom, it's monosodium glutamate.
Oh,
I swear I've looked at, I don't know how many times I've looked at this and read mushroom granulate.
there is a slight difference between MSG and mushroom. Oh, that's funny, John.
Nobody can accuse us of not being authentic.
That's funny as heck, man.
Man, let me just pull my boot out of my mouth.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, it's anyways, here talk. I'm gonna taste it again.
I think knowing that now, I think the onion powder is kind of what makes it different from just a regular salt, pepper, garlic. And it's not overpowering. I don't mean, that's why I hesitated to say onion soup mix, because I feel like onion soup mix is just basically onion powder, just like in your face. But it's subtle, but you can definitely taste it, and I feel like it would be really good on a steak or something.
Yeah, the onion definitely changes it from just an SPG.
Yeah, but in a good way. Like I said, I think sometimes a little bit of onion powder can go a long way, but I really like the ratio there. Obviously, he knows what he's doing, but I don't mean to critique Matt. But
Glutamate.
also, did you know there's MSG in there too? That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. So we used this tonight on. Haley had a sheet pan meal with chicken sausages and a bunch of different veggies and stuff.
Oh,
And this is what we used to season it, and I thought it was great.
what are chicken sausages?
It's like healthy bratwurst.
Why?
Because she doesn't like bratwurst. My God.
Who hurt her, John?
I am grateful that my wife takes the time to plan meals every week,
Hey, man.
and I pick up the groceries on my way home from work, and then she cooks a wonderful meal for me and my children.
That's fair.
And I am grateful for her every day,
Yes.
even if she does mostly feed me vegetables.
Vegetables. Well, I can say a lot of the same things for my wife. She does a great job, but we definitely like different things. So,
How good of terms am I on with Whitney right now?
doing great. Doing great.
You should let her know that the case lot sale's on and mac and cheese is 39 cents.
No, John! We don't need more mac and cheese. I'm into this. How was it on the vegetables?
It was great.
I feel like it would be a really good vegetable rub.
I want to do it on some potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Have you, because they've got the garlic and herb rub. Have you tried that one?
I think you made me something where I tried it. I don't think I've ever used it like cooking something. But
man, I love their garlic and herb rub. Yeah. This one's a little more peppery, which I like.
Yeah.
I
like the pepper.
Hash.
That's what I was just thinking. Some potato, or like your, remember when you made those loaded tots? And I was going to puke, so I didn't try very many. I think this would be really good on that.
Yeah. And I actually really like that because I don't think this has got very much sugar in it, if any at all.
I didn't read any in the label, unless monosodium glutamate has sugar. Oh, that's funny.
Yep. So I'm excited to try this.
Yeah.
Actually, I may. So, my middle boy turned 8. He's getting baptized in our church on Sunday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I may use that on the brisket.
Dude.
We're doing brisket tacos.
I'll be there.
I know you will.
Yeah.
How happy are you that we're friends right now?
Very much so. Very much so.
Yeah. He doesn't listen to this, so I don't feel bad about razzing him about it. My other buddy's kid is also getting baptized, and I was talking to him because he beat me to reserving the church building afterwards for a space to get family together. So, anyways, we're splitting the gym, and I was like, "Hey, like I'm happy to cook. Like I'm already doing it. Like I'm happy to do another brisket for you. I'll do pulled pork." And he's like, "Oh." We went up to Lauer's, which is what do you call them? Like they produce meats, like prepackaged meats.
Yeah, prepackaged meats is a good way to do it.
Double Bar Barbecue brand is Lauer Foods.
Yeah.
Anyways, he's like, "Yeah, we got some pulled pork from them. We're just gonna throw it in a crock pot," and a little piece of my soul died.
Yeah, I hear that. So, listen, it's good. It's definitely good, but there's so much more in life, you know?
Yeah, there really is.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm excited to put that on a brisket. I think it's going to be...
Will you use just this on the brisket,
That's what I was just thinking.
Because you don't really sugar a brisket, so it's kind of got all the things. What would you add? Something for color, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll hit it with some gospel. I mean, that'll add a little bit of sugar, and I like putting a little bit of sugar on my brisket just because it builds a nice bark. Mm-hmm. But I think it'll mostly be that.
Interesting. I'm into it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see how it goes because this is by far a finer, like, grain.
Yeah, you see a lot of the coarse grain stuff on a brisket. So
yeah, well, and in most rubs, like it's coarse salt, it's real coarse cracked pepper. Like they're chunkier. This is very granulated.
Yeah,
like there is nothing bigger than a grain of sand in here anywhere.
Yeah, that's got me wondering because I know, like, I have Malcolm's TX rub. It's just salt and pepper for brisket. But it is the big, huge. Not huge, but
it's the kosher salt.
Yeah, the coarse ground everything. So
yeah, no, that's
interesting.
Yeah, that's what I've always done.
Yeah,
little Dalmatian rub.
Sure.
Cool. A little 50-50.
I'm into it. I'm interested.
Well, you'll get a chance to try it here in 3 days.
Hello.
4 days. Yo.
Indeed, I will.
Alrighty. Anything else on your mind tonight, Mike?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I've got some things, but I don't know if I want to say them on air.
Well, heaven help us when we go off air tonight, everybody.
I got a list. No. I got nothing.
Alrighty. Well, I think we're going to call it. We're a little shorter than we are normally, but had a great night of shout-outs. Run through them really quick again. What's Potty's new handle?
Pilot J. Carly, I think.
Lame John.
I know. His wife said he needed to be more professional. We're all there, you know.
Mike and I both have 5th graders.
We do. Dude, have we not talked about this?
Hang on, maybe we're not going short tonight.
Thursday is going to be a special day.
We are at that special point in time in every young man's life where things start to smell bad, hair starts to grow where it didn't used to grow, and hormones rage.
Luckily, we have the school and the health department to come and explain it to us. And we get to go.
Yeah, it's called maturation in Utah. I think we just called it, I don't remember what we called it in Chicago. It's not like full-on sex ed, but it's I'm sure we're going to talk about our parts and smells and the changes that your body will go through.
I'll be honest, I didn't do this because I moved at this age and had right before we did it in Idaho and after we did it in Utah. So I never got the maturation program. So I don't even know what to expect. I'm a little excited.
I remember it and people asking questions and anyways, my wife has already told me several times that she expects nothing but the best behavior, that she spends a lot of time at the school working in the classrooms, and that if I embarrass her, she will find out and I will pay. And I don't know what it says about you, Mike, but she has said, I don't care if Mike is there too. You will both be held accountable.
The heck? I got a very similar talk.
Hey,
don't embarrass him, blah, blah, blah.
All I can say is
We'll see.
if they say gonads, like, it's all over. Like, I can't be asked to be mature and responsible with that type of language going on.
Sure. We'll see
yeah.
how it goes. I here's the problem. When things get serious, I tend to start laughing. And when I know it's not appropriate laughter, I laugh harder, and I'm a little nervous that that's going to happen.
Oh, I absolutely deal with like nervous energy just in any way possible, which is typically inappropriate and laughing.
Yeah.
So, it's been a minute since I've been in a principal's office for my own behavior. But here's to that opportunity.
Yeah, that'll be a great time. So tune in next week because we will give a full rundown of how the maturation program went, provided our wives have not killed us.
Yeah, I don't know what is worse. When they called my mom when I was in high school, or being a grown adult and having him call my wife.
Having him call your wife? I feel like that's way worse. Oh, shoot.
So, until next time, hopefully Mike and I will still be here. I'm John.
I'm Mike.
And we're immature fat guys with smokers.
Yes, we are.
Thanks for listening to the Fat Guys with Smokers podcast. Be sure to check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Be sure to subscribe so you don't forget to tune in for even more nonsense from a couple of fat guys with smokers.
Don't forget to like, subscribe.